Folks, welcome back to Highest Gear Review. So once again, I'm Lou Thomas, and thank you so much for joining me again. Going to take a look at a pretty cool product today. If you can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications, that way you're alerted whenever something new comes in. So today we're going to do an extremely easy install, and it's for a pretty cool component. This is from Extreme Online Store, and what this is, their real carbon fiber mirror overlays, basically, as far as the caps that go over the mirror. Like I said, these are real carbon fiber. You can, like, real nice quality. I mean, I'm looking at this thing and it is really nicely done. Very easy installation. So we're going to pop these on my C8 Corvette, and I'll show you kind of how to do them. It's very easy. It's going to take you just a few minutes. I'll just give you some tips along the way that I found that are pretty helpful as far as installing these kinds of things. So anyway, let's take a look at the C8 Extreme Online Store carbon fiber mirror covers. All right, folks, so here's the part that we're dealing with. So like I said, this is the Extreme Online Store C8 mirror cover, and it weighs literally nothing. I think actually just the 3M tape probably weighs more than the product itself. Really nice real carbon fiber weaving in there, and everything looks really sharp. And it's going to be, like I said, a very easy install. So that's what it looks like. And if you can take a look at the carbon, I hope you can kind of see it on there. So anyway, first order of business that we're going to do here is we're going to clean the surface on our mirror. One thing is, watch the temperature when you do this. You want the temperature to be nice and warm, basically. Hopefully it's going to be in the comfortable range for you. Temperature should be probably over like maybe 70 degrees when you install this, as far as getting a good bond on the actual mirror. In Colorado, it's a little bit chilly, but luckily my garage is nice and warm. So the first order of business is going to be, we're going to clean the surface really well, like this whole mirror area. We're just going to remove any kind of buildup of wax or anything else that we put on there in the past, which I have, and also just clean it up. So what I'm spraying on here is just some alcohol, basically, and then I'm going to use a microfiber towel, and I'm just going to clean it off real good, because we want this mounting surface to be as clean as possible, free of contaminants, free of any kind of waxes and all that kind of stuff that are going to limit the adhesion on the mirror the mirror cover itself. So just kind of spray it off, and obviously we're going to be covering these painted surfaces. So I'm just going to wipe it off real good, make sure everything's good and clean, and there we go. So that should be a nice clean surface to mount it on. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the mirror cover, obviously on the mirror. So like I said, easy peasy. All right, folks, so one little tip for you is what I like to do when I'm doing any of these kind of applications that are going to require kind of a bond on them. I like to really secure the part to whatever I'm overlaying. So the snag with that is I'm going to use some masking tape to hold this on. I'll show you in a moment, but I don't want the masking tape really to bond too strongly to this actual part. So what I do on this case is I'll just get some wax. It doesn't really matter which type you use. I'm just using a synthetic wax, and I'm basically just going to put it on the product, or on the the outside surface, and just kind of rub it in real easily and softly, because I don't really want to get it, I'm not polishing the part right now. I'm just actually applying a coating just to protect this while I install it from the adhesive of the masking tape, which I'm going to show you what I'm going to use that for in just a second. So there we go. I've got just a little coating on there of basically any kind of wax that you want to use, and that's going to stop my masking tape from adhering real strongly onto this part here. So once we've done that, we've already cleaned our mirror section here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to remove all of the backing tape from our 3M tape here. It's kind of like this ultra high, very high bonding tape stuff. So we're going to remove that, and then we'll apply it onto the actual mirror. All right, so the tape's been removed, so pretty self-explanatory. All we're going to do is basically place the mirror cover, obviously, on the mirror. So we're just going to slide it in. Now remember, you have that very high bonding tape here, so don't put too much pressure on things. Just snug it into where you're going to have it. And then you're just going to have to work it into here. And like I said, this tape tacks or sticks extremely quickly. So let's realign it. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to kind of have to massage it into position exactly where you want it to go. And to me, that looks pretty darn perfect as far as my fitment goes. So like I said, just going to work it, get it in there, kind of work it around. If you see a little bit of color poking through, just going to work it a little bit more. There we go. All right, there we go. So I've got exactly kind of where I want it on there. Next one we're going to do is we're going to take that masking tape that I was telling you about. You're going to unroll some of it, and we're going to use this just to kind of hold the piece down on the mirror. So that's kind of why we did that wax layer over it, was just so it doesn't stick to this too badly. So it's actually, we can actually remove it later. So you're going to put it on very, very tightly, as tight as you can get it. Just going to get it on here and really get it nice and tight. Oops, that ripped off. That's okay. There we go. It's holding that on real good. And I'm probably going to do another one down here. And same thing, I'm pulling it as hard as I can to get it on there nice and tight. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So there we go. So it's basically being held on now. Obviously, it's got the tape underneath it, but the double-sided tape underneath it, and now this is just going to hold it on. So I'm going to keep it here in like a nice warm temperature. I'm probably going to leave it overnight, to tell you the truth, may as well. And then we'll come out in the morning, pop these off, and I'll show you what it looks like. So there you go. Just repeat the process for the other side, and you should be good to go. So once again, Extreme Online Stores, carbon fiber mirror caps, easy to do, adds a really cool look to your vehicle. Have a good day. Take care. Thanks again.